Hello friends. Today I am going to explain you one of the well-known poem of Robert Frost. The name of the poem is Dust of Snow. This poem it is already given in our book First Flight. Okay, it is poem number 1 in class 10th CBSE syllabus. So this poem, it is very small poem, it is very meaningful poem. You can see on the screen, dust of snow. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I rued. The way a crow shook down on me. First, I will show you some slides so you can see. See here, one crow. It is sitting on a tree. It is hemlock tree. Hemlock tree, it is a poisonous tree. This crow you can see here. You can see here this is a crow. It is hemlock tree. Now, the poet, he was sitting under that tree, and suddenly the crow, it shook that tree. It shook due to unidentified reason, maybe because of perching, maybe because it is preening, or maybe something else, or trying to fly. So whatever the reason, it is not mentioned in the poem, but when that crow, it was sitting on that hemlock tree, suddenly the dust of snow started falling. Dust of snow means fine particles of the snow. Very fine particles of the snow started falling. When the fine particles of snow started falling, that time poet was sitting under the tree. Poet was very upset that day. But when that fine particle of snow fell on him, his mood was suddenly changed. So, from this slides or from these lines, we can say that it is a very small poem, but it is a meaningful poem. It shows that small things can bring a big change in our life. Our nature, it is having unimaginable healing power. We can get pleasure in tiny things. I already told you, poet, he was in bad mood due to unknown reasons. It was not clearly mentioned here why he was upset. But when the dust of snow fell on him, his mood was suddenly changed and he was happier than before. He was feeling happy. And then he remembered that he has wasted his whole day in thinking and gloomy way. His mood was suddenly completely changed. Now see this slide. We can see here there are some poetic devices. We will discuss that. See first line. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Crow, me, snow, tree. Heart, mood, part, rude. If you will see crow and snow, they both are rhyming. That means A and A. Me and tree, they both are rhyming. That means B and B. Heart and part, they both are rhyming. C and C. Mood, rude, they both are rhyming. So D and D. So rhyming scheme is A B, C D, C D. Now first part I discussed with you, that is rhyming scheme, literary device. Now we will come to the second part of this literary device. So what will be the second part? Alliteration. I think you may know what is alliteration. Alliteration, when initial consonant letter is repeated. You can see this line, has given my heart, H, and here also H. It is initial letter, it is consonant letter, so it is alliteration. and one more line, saved some part. So saved some, s and s is repeated, it is also consonant. So when consonant is repeated, that is alliteration. Now alliteration, is it clear to you? Now another poetic device, it is similar like alliteration, but it is just opposite of it. Now next poetic device is assonance. Assonance, it is just opposite of alliteration. I told you what is there in assonance. When vowel letters are repeated, it is not necessary that they are in the beginning, they can be inside the words. See this line, shook down on. O is repeated, it is assonance. Okay, so 3 poetic devices I discussed with you: alliteration, rhyming scheme, assonance. Now next one is enjambment. What is this? Actually, see this poem. At the end of this poem, there is no poetic device used. There is no punctuation is used. Sorry. See, there is no punctuation here. At last only, means in the beginning capital letter, at last full stop is there. No other punctuation is there, means there is no pause. It is in continuation. All 8 lines are given stanza form, but they are in continuation without any pause or punctuation. So this is known as enjambment. Okay, so this 4 poetic devices are there. One more is there, which is that, so imagery. What is imagery? If we are reading anything and any image is formed in our mind, that is known as imagery. Here some images can be formed in our mind, but not too strong, not appealing to the readers. That means it is having bleak imagery. So these all poetic devices are here. 2 agents of nature are mentioned here. I already told you. These 2 agents are, one is crow, another one is hemlock tree. They both are signifying sadness and gloom, but they have changed the mind of the poet, means they have changed negativity into positivity. So our nature, it is having healing power, and it can change the mood, and we can see or we can find pleasure in very petty things. Irony of this poem is that a creature usually linked with negative aspects of life should become responsible for bringing positive change. Like we have seen here, 2 agents, they both are symbol of negativity, but they both are bringing positivity in the life of poet. And poet is regretting why he has wasted his time from morning itself in that sadness. But that small incident, that falling of fine particles of snow, it has changed that poet's mood. So that's all, only some hard words and meanings. This hemlock tree, it is a kind of a poisonous tree, and another one is rude, that is showing that poet is regret. Okay, thank you. And if you like my video, you can subscribe it, comment it, and if you have any doubt, you can ask about it. I will clear it in comment section. You can ask your doubts. Please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching it.